In this video we are going to be analysing GameStop, ticker GME. So to get straight into it, what are going to be some support levels if we continue down on GameStop? And currently we are actually sitting on one of these supports around $33.75, as that is our statistical mean on the 4 hour. However, if we are able to break below it, come back, retest and continue down, where is going to be our next target? And that's going to take us to around $28, and this will definitely be a key level because it is statistical mean on the daily, but also our first deviation on the 4 hour. So coming into this level, we would definitely expect some buying pressure, and we could expect a push at a minimum to around kind of $30. Now, if we're able to break this level and continue down even further, we would have further supports at around $22, $19, $16.25, and then final ones around $10.25 down to around $1. Obviously, the one at $1 quite out of reach, but really this $10 and the ones above are definitely achievable. Maybe not in the near future, but definitely soon. Now, how can we get some more support levels? Well, really we can put out a 3-year chart and a max term chart, because these levels will be even stronger, but the likelihood of coming down to these levels is usually reduced because these levels are so much further apart. But by looking at this chart, we can see we have resistances at $6 and $7 and $7. So these would be key supports, even stronger than the ones we've already given if we come down to this level. And we also have this resistance or support at $27.50. So that does match up with the shorter term time frame, and that would be a very key support. If we're able to break that, we would expect quite a strong sell-off continuing down. But if we aren't able to break it, expect this to kind of be the bottom before bouncing back to probably around $33. Now we can also check over onto the max term time frame to get these added supports, but really they do line up with the ones we've already provided, which is around the $28. And as that matches up now on 3 time frames, this level will be very strong. So really we will even change the color on this support just because it is going to be a strong level. If we were to break that, that would be concern, and again we would expect a push at a minimum to then $22. Now, onto the resistance levels. What are we looking at if GameStop starts pushing up? Well, we will start off on the longer term time frames just because we're already on the charts, but we would have resistance at $39, $48, $50, and then final ones around $60 or $61 and $68. Obviously there are resistances going higher, but if GameStop was to be getting to those levels, we would have no resistances because then it would be very parabolic. Now, onto the shorter term time frames. Again, these levels are the key ones that we tend to use because these are more likely to hit, but they won't be as strong as the ones we've already provided because those are on a longer time frame. But here we do have resistances at $37, $39.50, and then pushing higher $45.50 to $46.25, and then final ones at $55, $51.35, and then a final one at $57 and $64. Now, as you can see, there is actually quite a lot of now support and resistance lines on these charts, but you can just use these levels as where we expect it to push if it breaks. So if we break below this $33.50 support, then expect a push down to $28. And likewise, if we break this $37 resistance, expect a push to at least $38.90. So I hope you enjoyed the breakdown on GameStop. If you did, why not drop a like and subscribe and check out this analysis video here.